Louisiana Beer Reviews, Beer Camp 2017's Raspberry Sundae from Sierra Nevada and The Bruery, both of California. Of course, Sierra Nevada has a brewery on the east coast of the United States as well. Stateside collaboration, one time only. This is an ale and it's flavored. It's 8% alcohol, 10 international bitterness units, packaged on April 21st, 2017. So we almost 4 months old. With only 10 IBUs, it shouldn't matter too much. It's got enough alcohol to keep it rolling, and preserved, I guess. Somebody said, maybe we'll get our beer camp packages soon. I said, I don't know. They were all packed, those cartons were made back in April. So if you haven't seen it by now, you're not going to see it. Mathern still has about 12 cases of it. I don't know if they're going to sell them before it gets too old, though. All right. They only use one type of hops, Magnum. Now the malt lineup is pretty extensive. 2-row pale, wheat, pilsner, flaked oats, and chocolate malt. Then they add flavorings: cocoa, vanilla, raspberry, and lactose. All right. Gets a good score on Beer Advocate in 81. That's more like a B- in my booklet. So marginally good there. Rate Beer is saying it's just flat out bad. This is a bad beer. It's a 47. But in the style, it's okay. A 77. So that's saying they don't really like the style. Honestly, I could live without flavored beers, but this will be the last of the beer camp, so give it a try. My friend David, he was saying, I'm scared to try it. I said, go ahead and try it. All right. Oh boy. I see a lot of gunk in there. I mean, I can see it through the brown glass. Whoa. Now in 2014, the brewery sent me 3 beers. 3 big bomber bottles. They just contacted me and said, would you like to do reviews? I said, well, yeah. I said, I'm not going to get on there and say how wonderful they are. He said, well, they're kind of extreme. I don't know if you're going to like them. I said, I like extreme stuff. And they were not really my style. I'm not into all the sour stuff. But they weren't too extreme, I didn't think. But they were very flavorful, and I gave them all in the A range. And somebody said, you begged those people for those beers. I said, I didn't even know who the brewery was. I had faintly heard of them. And I said, anyway, I have the emails to show that they approached me. So what are you talking about? I mean, he didn't, of course he didn't want to hear that. I mean, why let facts get in the way of an argument? Thick, foamy head, ivory colored. It's hazy. There's sediment throughout, powdery and not so powdery sediment, kind of chunks. Some bubble streams, kind of loose bubble streams going up. I think if I do a swish and pour, it's going to really cloud up. Hear the sirens. Heard a lot of sirens earlier. Must have been a bad wreck. We had 2 days ago, some guy got run over and killed. Got hit by 2 cars on Louisiana Highway 44 in Reserve. I don't know why he was on the road up. They just said one person hit him and then another person ran him over. He was killed. No charges, they said. And then a guy was waiting on the corner of Louisiana Highway 44 and the airline, US 61 over here. It's where 44 ends, at 61. He was waiting there on his motorbike, and then the light turned green, so he went, and a lady, I guess he was going northbound, and a lady was heading southbound and didn't even stop, probably on her phone, 60 years old, and just hit him, killed him, 49. Hit his motorbike and killed him. So it's like, maybe people should not constantly be on their phone while they drive. I don't mean talking on the phone, that's bad enough. I mean looking at it and doing work. The police, law enforcement should go after them. Of course, I could mention that every time I see a policeman or a sheriff's deputy driving around, he or she is also on the phone and not looking. So, all right. or they're on guard for security at an event. I'm like, why are they here? They're just doing this. All right, enough rant and rave around them. Smells kind of musty, kind of fruity, kind of grains like the malts, right? A lot of malts, beer, like beer with fruit. Huh? So it smells like an Abita beer. Those Abita flavored beers of the lower and higher alcohol, either one. But you know what? It smells even more so like a Shiner flavored beer. Shiner has that distinctive malt character with their flavored beers. Yeah. Some glass lacing here. All right, taste time. So the aroma's not too strong or full. It's there, but you gotta work to pick it up a little bit. All right, so the taste. Yeah. Yep. Malts. So like bread, right? Breadiness, bread crust, a little syrupiness, and then the flavorings. A Sundae, I don't know about the Sundae. There's a little creaminess from the lactose, like cream in it. So if they were shooting to mimic a Shiner flavored beer, from a Spitzel Brewing Company in Shiner, Texas, they nailed it. I don't really think that's what they were aiming for, but anyway, that's what it reminds me of. So I usually give those around a B. They're usually good, nothing great. And this is like that. It's good. It's nothing great. It even has it does have a little bit of that Abita Purple Haze going in there. A little bit of that. Definitely. Oh yeah. Even more so as I'm thinking on it, as I drink on it. Lots of Purple Haze character. Oh yes. And that's a lager. With the raspberry. That's a raspberry lager. So if you've had, now Purple Haze is more yellow, golden. This is a much more bronze orange, right? But if you've had the Purple Haze, you probably have a good idea of what this is going to taste like. So it's good. I'll say a B, like 84, 85, something along those lines. Would I recommend it? Yeah, to try. You see a single, Mathern's had singles for like $2.35. It's cheaper if you buy the whole 12-pack, cheaper by the ounce if you buy the whole 12-pack. I'd recommend getting the 12-pack. It's worth checking them out. All right, so laissez-les, bon temps roulé, good beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.